Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Lawfolds map on the RDAllen multiplayer server, and just myself on here at the moment. We are currently on server 2 here, and we just started this map here last night. Brand new map here on server 2. So we switched out the logging map. And pretty much just getting started here. Done a little bit of work, that's about it. And this is one of the maps here off of the Farming Simulator mod hub, by the way. So we'll get started here by spraying our fields. I noticed when we started, our fields here are not fertilized. Also, they do need to be plowed as well, so worth noting. We do have quite a few nice large fields here, though. Okay, actually, maybe we're better off doing it this way. Trying to find a straight line here to work with on this field. Okay, maybe we'll just go with how the GPS is lined up there and call it good. Or maybe we need a larger tractor here. This was the tractor that was on this when I started using it, so yes, and maybe this tractor is a little small because we're only going 1 mile an hour. Wow. Let's just see what's here. I wouldn't think this sprayer would take that much horsepower to run, though I guess you never know. Let's see what's here. No horsepower requirement. Okay, that would kind of make sense. Like I said, I don't know that a sprayer would really take that much horsepower. Just double check. I'm not missing something here that we're going 1 mile an hour for some reason. Nope, I'm guessing the tractor just being a little underpowered here maybe, or something wrong with the tractor. This is the John Deere 5085. Kind of a nice looking tractor here. It's cabless, obviously. Don't see too many mods like that here in Farming Simulator 17. Okay, let's go quick switch out tractors here. We're not too far away from the farm. We'll grab another tractor and hopefully that'll work a little bit better here. And by the way, when you do start this map, you start with a few nice pieces of equipment. We have changed that out. We sold pretty much all the nice equipment and downgraded the equipment. And in the process of downgrading, we pretty much got more equipment. So, you know, rather than, I think it was like 2 or 3 nice tractors or larger tractors, we got like a half a dozen smaller tractors. Speaking of smaller tractors, there's a New Holland there that looks like it might work. Okay, a New Holland here definitely should be large enough for the sprayer here, hopefully. And like I was saying there, a new map here on the server, the Lawfolds map. Aberdeenshire, something like that. I'm probably not saying that right there. So that's why I'll probably just call it the Lawfolds map. And if you would like to join us here on this map, links are in the description of this video below. Information for both servers. There are 2 download links for each server. First download link should download all the mods needed to join the server. And a second download link should take you to the server download page where you can download the mods individually. Yes, much better. Still only 7 miles per hour, but still better than 1 mile per hour. Must be something wrong with that tractor. Not enough PTO horsepower or something, maybe. We also have a TeamSpeak server as well. So if you are joining the Farming Simulator servers here, you will be required to join TeamSpeak. The passwords for the servers are on TeamSpeak. And like I've been saying in the past, pretty much just doing that as a measure to try to keep any troublemakers off the servers. So far, it works pretty good for the most part. And as you can probably tell, this is a farming, you can do logging as well, but mostly a farming-based map. Based in Scotland, I believe, if I recall correctly. Got some nice large fields on this. I'm not sure how large this map actually is, if this is a 4x map or a standard sized map. Kind of feels like a 4x map from the size of it, but I could be wrong on that. And I don't expect it'll take us long to upgrade our equipment here with the size of the fields here on this map. The New Holland here, by the way, is probably one of the actual larger tractors we have on the map. Like I said, we started with some larger tractors. And by larger tractors, I'm thinking it was like a Fendt. I forget if it was the Fendt 700, I think. So tractors in that size area. Now we've dropped it way down to, the New Holland T5 here is now our largest tractor. And we do start with quite a few fields here we own. We got 26, 27, 32, 33. A couple really nice large fields there. And then 34, 31, 28, 29, and 30 there. 28, 31, and 34 also nice large fields. 39 appears to be a grass field. I haven't actually taken the time to look at it there. But if that's what that is, that's definitely a large looking grass field down on the bottom of the map there. And you can see there are some other larger fields as well, like 24 above us there. Definitely a large field there. Get a little bit of spraying down here, then we'll probably switch over and do some harvesting. And again, by the way, I am on TeamSpeak here for this series. I was debating whether I want to continue the TeamSpeak or not. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter because technically nobody's on with me. But in the future, if there is anybody on, I'll probably, at this point, I plan on continuing the TeamSpeak. We'll see how it goes. Try to get the volume there adjusted as well so it's not too loud or too quiet. It's always a little bit hard to do, obviously. You got people that join. Some people are louder, some people are quieter, the whole mic setup and everything like that, so it's kind of hard to control that exactly. And as you can probably see from the TeamSpeak server there on the side, actually a rather quiet day on the server period here today. Looks like King Joker there's up in server 1 at the moment. Currently the only one up there. So like I said, very quiet day here on the servers apparently at the moment. By the way, for those of you wondering what time typically on the server, usually later at night, and that's usually when it gets pretty busy here on the servers. So if you're looking for a good time to join when everybody's on, and when I say later at night, I'm talking, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. At least for me anyway, Eastern Standard Time. Usually when it starts getting busy here on the servers. And like I said, anybody's welcome to join, as long as you play nice, follow the rules. And again, information is in the description below for the servers. One thing I will make note, if you have like a non-Steam version, make sure your game is up to date. I know every now and then somebody comments and says they can't find the server. More than likely when that happens, your game is probably out of date. Basically with Farming Simulator, you need to be running the same version that the server is running. So whatever version the server's running, you need to be running that as well. And at least at this point, that should be the current version. I think it's 1.3.1 if I remember correctly. They're going to have to get some more spray here pretty quick as well. What I might actually do here, maybe we'll just hire a worker, which actually I probably cannot do since I'm not logged in as admin. Actually, maybe do that in a minute. We'll hire a worker. Okay, there we go. Hired worker should be able to take over here. Typically don't use hired workers on the server very often. Something like this, though. We want to do something else besides spray this entire episode. So, let's hop over to a combine here. Yes, we'll take the Case International. We have currently 2 combines. Actually, maybe we'll just take a quick tab through the equipment here a moment. Start with what we got. So we got a Hurleyman. Map did start with this tractor. Looks like it's got the narrow tires on it. And wow, do I mean narrow. They look really funny on this tractor. Looks even worse, by the way, on the larger tractors. If you ask me, you put the narrow tires on them. We got a planter. It's a row crop planter. And a front cultivator. In-game lizard pickup. Small sample combine with a corn header. Got the Case International we were just in here. Grain table on it. Hurleyman tractor. The new Oh, he's out. Okay, we'll have to fix that here in a moment. And sprayer there. Obviously, the John Deere 5085. We got the Ford Rancher. This has the refuel option on it. And, of course, seeds and... Ooh, you know what? Seeds and fertilizer. We need some fertilizer, don't we? We do have fertilizer stored up here, though. We'll come back to that in a minute. Small Zetro tractor. And, of course, the Lizard Road Rage. Just because. Actually, let's take... Yeah, we'll take the Ford here. We'll go fill our fertilizer spreader here. Okay, just happened to notice from here the mirrors look a little funny. Yes. They actually look almost right from the inside. I don't know what's up with that. It's like there's a... I see, like a second mirror there. Okay, let's see if that'll refill. Refuel the fuel. Try that again. It's always been the struggle with this truck, it seems like. Trying to do something like this. Actually getting what you want as opposed to fuel at times. Yes, I know I need to first fill the tool. It'd be nice if the truck here actually would do that. I'm actually not sure. I don't know that I've ever actually refilled liquid fertilizer from this truck now that I think of it. Pretty sure it does it, though. It's just the trick of actually getting it to do this. Just the annoying fuel option that always shows up as opposed to filling the sprayer. Okay, looks like we might actually have to maybe just go back to the farm there and actually get a pallet of spray there and refill it that way. Like I said, now that I think of it, I don't know that I've ever actually done the liquid fertilizer here with this truck. Be kind of surprised if it doesn't have it, but I guess you never know. I'd have to maybe actually look at the mod to determine what this truck can actually all do. I mean, if you notice there, it actually even has the Corone wrap in there for the baler. Never actually tried that, but it is back there. Always made me wonder if it can actually do that or not. Okay, let's see. We were in... It was actually lane 10. Trying to make sure I pick up where we left off here as close as we can. So it looks like this was lane 10. Okay. And by the way, if you're wondering how to tell what lane you are in with the GPS mod there, top corner in the left as the lane number. You can see we're currently in lane 2. Now, I don't know where this GPS course originated at, but that would be the 0 lane there. Okay, let's see what some fertilizer was. I think, did I go past it? Yes, I think it's actually over this way a little bit more. Yes, there we go. Inside the shed here. You can actually probably see the seeds, and then the pallet there, or the rack there with the pallets of fertilizer. Oh, we can't quite. There we go. Should be able to get in here now. Mod Author definitely did a nice job. This looks pretty nice here with the pallets stacked up like this. And then same thing for the seeds and fertilizer. Be the pellet fertilizer on this side, obviously. We got quite a bit to start with there. And by the way, in case you can't tell, definitely another one of these UK-based feeling maps here. Just with the hedges and the way the maps is laid out. Okay, like I said, back to lane 10 here. And you know, something else I can actually do as well to make this show up a little bit better. You can click that button there. That'll actually raise the lines up above the crops there so you can actually see. Now, the one thing I don't know is where we left off fertilizing here. You know what? I could probably actually look at this map here and tell. Looks like we need to be a little bit further down here yet. Okay. By the way, you can actually look at that with the GPS mod as well. There's a number that's on the bottom right side. You can see it going down there. So right in here somewhere we stopped. So if I would have looked at that number before I quit there, I could have actually probably figured it out exactly where we left off at. Anyway, let's actually start doing some harvesting here, hopefully. And for that, we got the Case International 14, or not 14, the 1660. I was going to say the 1455. So used to that from the Farming Simulator 15 there. This is the Case International 1660. And I believe that's a 14-foot header on there, I'd like to say it was. Okay, there we go. And let's see, is straw enabled? Not. I don't know that we really need any straw at this point. I think we're probably good with just leaving that disabled. And we'll see if we can read some comments here a moment. Cole was asking, how do you update your version of Courseplay? Well, if you're going to the GitHub, you just simply need to download a new version. The only way I really know how to tell is look at the files, and it'll tell you the last time they were updated. And you pretty much just have to figure out, well, last time I was here was a couple weeks ago, and according to this file was updated yesterday. So probably means you need a new version. And by the way, to update it, you just have to re-download it again. Philip was saying, Vultures are the only ones with reverse drive. Point Zero is asking, are you playing this on a PC? Yes, I am. I would have thought the mods probably would have given that away. But yes, definitely on the PC here. And by the way, the multiplayer servers are PC as well. I don't believe you can join those if you are on, say, Xbox or PlayStation, unfortunately. Phil in the box was saying, great video. I like your case optimum setup so much. I bought one for my farm. Yes, that is a nice looking tractor, isn't it? George was saying, or actually left a comment here with several steady income makers here. So for those of you kind of curious about this, he's got some numbers. He says the wind generator makes $24,000 every single day. Cows, 60 cows produce $25,000 worth of milk every day. And if you have animals, you can do the greenhouses. 10 greenhouses with manure bring in $28,000 every single day. That's actually pretty good there. He says only $14,000 though if you don't have the manure apparently. George was saying for the wrapper there, for those of you who watched the last episode there, the whole bale process there, hope you enjoyed that video there. We got, I think it was 3.5 trailer loads of bales, by the way, for those of you wondering. So 3.5 trailer loads of bales definitely makes a major difference if you are in the second growth stage, the ripened growth stage for grass. So definitely a big difference there. You know, 3.5 as opposed to 5.5 trailers. So probably won't do that again. We'll definitely be making sure the grass is ripened. Though actually, when you think about it, okay, so you wait to the last growth stage for grass there, the second one. Yes, you get more, but if you do it at the first growth stage, you can actually mow it quicker. So does it actually make a difference? Be kind of curious to know the numbers on that one. I don't know if it does or not. But like I said, definitely a big difference there. 3.5 versus 5.5 trailers. Anyway, George was saying about the wrapper here. He thinks the problem with the wrapper, actually not necessarily the problem with the wrapper, but course play turning with the wrapper. So more course play's problem here. Thinks the problem with the wrapper is a combination of the offset, the slanted tow bar, and having the pickup arm too close to the tractor on sharp right turns. With all these factors combined together, I think course play can't work out a manageable right turn and just shoots off straight into the woods. And that's kind of like what I was saying there last episode. If you noticed in that video, all the left-hand turns, Horseplay has no trouble managing. It's the right-hand turns, and like George was saying there, if the woods wasn't there, I think it would just keep going straight. I think it's actually the woods, which is probably a good thing, that actually stops it every time. Samuel saying overkill is overrated, and can you make the glance mod bigger? I can't hardly see it. I will have to look into that. I'm assuming for video purposes here, you want to actually be able to see the glance mod. Oh, is he stuck on the fence over there? I see up on the glance mod, it says he's finished there. Yeah, like I said about the glance mod there, I'll look into that and see if we can enlarge that at all. Not sure how well that will work with the multiplayer server. Glance mod does actually have quite a few configurable options for it. Just my personal preference, I actually kind of like it small like that. Kind of, you know, stays tucked up in the top of the screen there, out of the way. But yes, I can agree with that as well. It's probably very hard to read if you're watching the video. In fact, you probably can't actually read it at all if I had to guess. Jetty was saying mint marshmallows. Yes, they were. Mint marshmallows. They're the green ones. George was saying the Challenger should have pulled the bale wrapper and the Vultra the baler. Okay, so the reason why I had the Vultra on the wrapper, and this is actually rather important here, if you put a larger tractor on the wrapper, you'll actually have a really hard time getting the bales into that wrapper, I've found. Courseplay, if you do it yourself, you could probably get it to work, but Courseplay really struggles there with a larger wrapper or larger tractor on the wrapper. I actually had that the last time I did that. I had the New Holland tractor on the wrapper, and yes, the New Holland tractor didn't go so well. Like I said, just being a larger tractor, it's got a wider wheelbase, and that wrapper, you need to actually get pretty up close to those bales. You need to be really tight to them along the side of the tractor there. So that's the reason why the Vultra there, the smallest tractor I have, was on the wrapper. Okay, what do we have for unloading here? Nice small metal tech guy. You know what? We could probably pull this with the John Deere. That'll be a good job for it. I know we got another trailer around here somewhere as well. This one will do for now, though. George was also saying, yeah, if you put one headland in, that probably would have helped with the hired workers for courseplay. Yes, it probably would have. Like I mentioned there, courseplay with a headland. The only thing with a headland, it does increase the complexity of the course. It can cause some issues there as well. That's why I typically don't do a headland with a courseplay if I don't have to. Now, let's say, take for example this map. If you were using courseplay, you would definitely have to use some headlands here on this on these fields. I mean, there are some areas to turn around here on the field, but not much, especially when you're looking up at that end of the field there. Anyway, looking at time, looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode. So with that, if you would like to join us on the multiplayer servers, make sure you check the description below. All the mods needed to join. And also join us on TeamSpeak there as well. So with that, folks, thanks for watching, and till next time.